I admit I had too much fun with that. Had too much fun picking that one. However, looking for those themes is a non-easy task. Especially in case of darker Christmas themes. I once again had to go to that side. Since again, I had to go to that side of YouTube for something. But enough of that. Greens everyone, one and all. Or I am Menos. Welcome to my Madhouse. Now, wait, is the music too loud, or am I too loud, or something else? That's why I want to make sure. Only be that loud for the intro, nothing else. Now, this is a sanity check. It's basically my monthly updates of what's been going on with me and the channel. Or what I've been up to in case of my tastes. The other half of it is me barreling through. Is me with something I personally love. Barreling through completely dumb news. And yeah, this has they've gotten increasingly dumb over years, and it's just gonna keep going. This is just gonna keep going for as long as I can. Especially since it's the full moon tonight. Now, this first part would just be pretty quick. It would have been quick, but then again, I do have some respects to pay. So as I promised, to elaborate even further on how I got into Ego in the first place, this is basically my memorial for Kazuki Takahashi. If you hadn't heard earlier, he ended up passing away due in it was a scuba diving incident. He passed away due to a scuba diving incident. And that loss is a pretty messed up one. John's really frightening to think about here. So that's my moment of silence to him, as I've taken on my last Pokemon stream. Now I'll elaborate for how I actually got into Yu-Gi-Oh! I wasn't too much into it until I saw a few players mess with the Maldoche archetype. Then they and the Ghost Tricks ended up being cute enough to have me join in. And this is way after I was deep in the Cartbite Vanguard, mind you. However, I didn't start with either of them. I started with ninjas first, and that was from that was from another deck that I bought. All of them ended up being fun. Maldoche ended up being the most destructive on my case, however. I can handle them easily. Do I still mess with the game today? Yes, I do. I ended up gaining enough the Dragon Maid, so I'm learning those next. That's basically my history with the card game. Well, almost all my history. I have seen a lot of it and play way back then, but didn't fully get into it until those archetypes showed up. So yeah, now that's my entire history for the game. Hopefully that was explained way better than when I first impressioned Duel Links. Yeah. Looking back, that was a nightmare even for me. So there's that. Now for the other thing. In case of the health check from earlier. As I repeat here, in case I haven't, I won't be on much of all for halfway Christmas week. That's because that's the day my lip pigment gets removed. No, not that day. A few days later is when my lip pigment gets removed. So running back on there earlier. This happened this year. I thought it was a vein or something, as I was doing with my hair back in the other domain. My folks found out. My folks found out and got scared, so I had to do a checkup. Thankfully, it was just a lipoma, nothing very bad. Basically a blob of fat. I opted to have it removed, and that's happening at the end of the week of this month. So don't expect too much action although I'm part-time, don't expect too much action at the week of halfway Christmas, which is the 25th of this month. As I've said before, the anime section is super small. I want to finish what I've already dived into. I've already finished. Darn it, now the name forgets me. Now the full name forgets me. Sorry. If I had bingo, you would definitely mark my tongue tying as a check. I want to finish Spy Family anyway, so that's gonna happen during my small break. I already finished the latest Sticky Tooth and I've only updated myself for Fate type Redline. I'm at a point where Saber is consoling her master. And yeah, I almost forgot. I almost forgot that servants don't have to eat food. They don't require it, but they're able to. Thankfully, that Saber isn't too hungry, unlike the other Saber, which is Otoria. You better hide your fridge in that case. Now, that's everything. I ready for Anamoros. Please remind me, Lunar Raptor. Unfortunately, I haven't checked up on other series yet. That's why I'm gonna use the break for. I am caught up with all the games I've played thus far. Everything. The Needy Girl Overdose finale is 100% recorded now. I'm up to the last bit of editing that. And that's gonna be a slot for Sunday if I do finish it. If I do not finish it, that event will be something else instead. If you've looked at my schedule earlier, there's some classified information that I'm declassifying now. That's either gonna belong to the premiere for the finale of Needy Girl Overdose, or something else. I haven't drawn the one. I haven't helped assistant with his drawings in a while. So it's either that or my first editing stream. But that one may have to be unarchived. And that editing stream won't be for Needy Girl Overdose. It's something else. Also, if anyone's checked out last stream, I'm doing exceptionally well for Fate Grand Order now that I've shared it. Now that I've started streaming that stuff. But don't worry, I won't stream all my actions there. Just like I don't stream too much of my actions for any other gacha game. Of Cliff Notes version of last time, I pulled for the first half of Summer 2, which is what I've wanted. It finished Olympus. It was unexpectedly wild. For Pokemon Legends Arceus, that one's going smoothly as well. Especially considering the last clip. I had to clip that as fast as I could. And just now after checking in with Action Timing, my latest weapon ticket. Yeah, the latest weapon ticket was wild. I ended up pulling something good as well there. And that one's the first of a series that I'm able to use. The previous ones, the previous ones were of characters I weren't able to use. Because I didn't have them yet. But I can't show them until later. That's it for everything that's been going on with me so far. Except one last thing. I've already mentioned that part of this, but Menos, why the hell are you in this form right now? What are you doing there? It didn't, yeah, I actually spoiled the reason why July 25th is halfway Christmas. That's why there's so much Christmas in July memes. Or so says the West of the other domain. that's why I do end up with another chair to transform into this. However, the full power of my chair, it won't be as acknowledged until right at the holiday area, which is the start of November. Expect a few more events where I do it should somehow show up in this form, but not too much still. I can only use so much of this energy, especially considering this month has been pretty damn dark so far. But no. But on the bright side, I'm gonna be looking at absolutely ridiculous events from last month. So I hope you guys are ready for this part of Sanity check. Once again, this is like 11 to 12 topics of the dumbest things I found. So as I prepare, you might want to hold on to your hats. As I prepare, you're okay to ask me anything. And before, how high are you? No, I'm not high. No. That's for someone else. Yeah, that's definitely for someone else. That's someone else. I am fine. To show ahead, I'm finally off their back. No, they're finally off my back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, due to this site's nature, I will do a little tweaking. Chad, I know you're not. I know you don't mind. Chad, I know you don't mind appearances on the stream. I hope you bring out your best smile. Yeah, this event's unfortunate, but I still hope you brought your best smile. Oh no. Yeah, I mean it. I hope you guys brought your best smile because this is going to be extremely ridiculous. This entire segment. So picture yourself in... darn it. So picture yourself in a restaurant. You're ordering a sandwich. A sandwich shows up and it turns out they messed up. They messed up and brought in too much mayo on your sandwich. Now, normally you'd scrape it off. You'd either scrape it off or just eat it in general. But thankfully, unless it's like that one meme where someone put that sandwich on the floor and called it a McCum shot. That's not the case here. Yeah, it's especially not the case for the... That's especially not the case for the no-brainer we're about to cover here. So what's that guy do when he finds out that his sandwich had too much mayo? Well, get ready. So Georgia's shooting that broke out over a disastrous and inexcusable mistake. I've already spoiled what that mistake was. So a Subway restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia served as the scene of a shootout after one of the employees made an absolutely inexcusable mistake that threw a customer into a blind murderous rage. Excessive use of mayonnaise on a customer's sandwich led to the employee being shot dead. Ugh. Could not just talk this out, could you? This case is just like the last guy complained about pizza, and that was last December. Chris Gummins shot one employee dead while another was maimed over the sandwich conundrum. A method that can only ever occur in morbidly obese United States. Yeah, I agree. This would be even more ridiculous if this happened anywhere else. In the asylum, this domain, this would be more ridiculous. And only the guard. Oh wait, not only the guards are armed. I forgot. Someone tried to intrude the main asylum, and they had a really bad ending. Continuing, the owner of the store, Willie Glenn, elaborated on how the situation went down over the food stuff. Well, believe it or not, it was about too much mayonnaise on a sandwich. He decided to escalate the situation from there. That's when all hell broke loose. Yes. The manager apparently had a firearm retaliate, but it didn't manage to land a shot on the gunman. The policemen are currently on the hunt for a suspect and are observing view from surveillance cameras as of this writing. The woman harmed was quickly escorted to the hospital where she had surgery, and Glenn mentioned the woman's son was present in the store when the event occurred. Ugh. Really bad time. He's gonna need a world of therapy. Glenn noted that the victims had only been working for less than a month, but were model employees. I don't know what the world's come to, especially these seem so out ahead. Everyone wants to scare again. Everyone wants to scare someone with it. Scary out here. Yeah, and most of the time it's to protect themselves from wackos like here. And all this over an excessive mayo. Could have just scraped off, but no. Just had to do that. And this is coming from someone that adds about everything to his sandwich. All I can say is I hope the guy from the pizza incident back in December keeps him company. But that's if he gets that cell. He could have gotten that rabbit cat as well, and that's not gonna end well for him. For the cat got rabies, and yeah. But that's from the scanner room. Take it as you will. Definitely take that as you will. Ugh. Yeah, I have a set of next few. We're going back to the animal kingdom, but it appears that none of them can catch a break. from the cat getting arrested for smuggling drugs last year to last month, where a sheep got arrested, where a sheep got imprisoned for 3 years for murder. But in this case, the mistake, it wasn't too honest. It definitely was not too honest. And by not too honest, you ask? Ugh. Let's just say this next one, it goes as well you expect for someone mistaking one animal for another. Now, to spoil one of them is Florida, the other is not. This is two back-to-back animal disasters. First off, here. Oh, my bad. We're not playing Vampire Survivors yet. No, not yet. Played Gacha Quest Survivors, but not Vampire Survivors yet. Now here we are. This goes as well as expected. Man mistook alligator for his dog, and the alligator bites man. Correct, as well as you'd think it would. But how the hell did he mistake a dog for an alligator? How? How do you do that? How can't you tell that apart? Let's get right into this. You may think you're too smart to mistake an alligator for a dog, but have you ever been tested? Take this example. It's a warm June night at Mineral Springs Motel in North Springs, Florida. Yep, this one is definitely Florida. Smack dab on the Tamale Trail. Live-in maintenance man, 49-year-old Rajkot, is quietly smoking in the courtyard in the motel after midnight. Down a short path, he sees what looks like a dog on a long leash emerging from the nearby business. So, what do you do, run and tear? Well, not Mr. Schlott. He just kept on smoking. Now, this is not specifying what he was smoking exactly after reading a bit of this. I'll leave it for everyone to guess. What did you do, run and tear? Not Mr. Schlott. He just kept on smoking, except, and this is the thing, it wasn't a dog. It was a 7-foot 1-inch long gator coming down the path. You want to get out of the way on a gator on a path. It's just what you would do. When it's a dog, it's not scary when you find out that's when you found it's a gator. Explain witnessing Will, who was staying at the motel. Great observation, Will. Yeah, great observation indeed. But still, how you do that? How you mistake it? This definitely, whatever he was smoking definitely ain't tobacco. Had to be something else. Unfortunately, by the time Mr. Schott realized it was a gator, it was too late. A Sarasota County Sheriff's officer said that the gator bit the man's right leg. Held on and began pulling apart his leg muscles until it ripped a chunk of tissue off. Wow. Ugh. A deputy sheriff nearby and another recall was summoned. According to Will, this sergeant, he jumped in the middle of the back of the gator, folded him up, and taped him up into a ball. Wow. Oh yeah, that was the deputy sheriff that had to do that, not the other guy. I'm calling that he's probably gonna turn in later because he hadn't been smoking something other than tobacco. Several news organizations covered the story to report that the alligator was then relocated. And according to a website of Florida Fish and Wildlife, Florida does not relocate nuisance gators back into the wild. This is because there are already 1.3 million gators in 67 counties of Florida. There are no less popular areas for alligators. Everywhere an alligator can live, a gator does live. There are that many gators. Oh man. So I already know where that guy ended up. On someone's plate. But that's my best guess. Besides, a healthy population of alligators does not take patently to the sudden introduction of another gator. It'd be unsafe for that nuisance gator. That's why nuisance gator was relocated to Thompson Farms, which is an alligator processor. Processor, not prosecutor. That's bad. Some of them are investigators, but others are very bad prosecutors. You don't want to deal with those. That's that whole shebang. As I've said, to mistake this as a dog. Whatever you were smoking back there was not tobacco. I can guarantee tell it is not tobacco at all. No way that does that. The devil's lettuce, yeah, that's a... Yeah, that's a... That is definitely for debate. Ugh. Let's just get off this. We're not done with the alligator shenanigans, but let's get off this. Little Raptor, saw an iguana act like a dog, but still, how do you mistake a gator with a dog? I have not seen iguana in action at all. I have seen some in pet stores, but other than that, that's it. The other family pet is a lizard from the other domain, but it's not an iguana. That's something else I don't want to disclose. But no idea if that were an iguana, he would have had a less harmful ending. Then again, what's worse than a gator? A yellow spot lizard. And I think those exist. I'm able to check. Yep, they exist. They exist, and as I've heard from some book I had to read back then on the days before I was committed, those bastards are poisonous. You get bit by one, at least if you get bit by an alligator, you get to recover depending on where you were bitten. But yellow spot lizard, it's your ass. You're done. I checked too. They're still poisonous. Don't mess with those things. No way. No way, Jose. Now we're on to one alligator case into another. If you remember back in Sanity, check 0. Well, in that case, a thumbnail is long overdue for that one. If you remember Sanity Check 0, where I had to deal with the Blue Lady Wrinkle once and for all, that Sanity Check, some poor animal got framed for a murder a tyrant wife committed. This case is pretty similar, but it was for something else entirely. So, an alligator wasn't driving during a car chase, Michigan police said. That's as stated. This did not happen in Florida. This happened in Michigan. Here's something even more unfortunate. The alligator's name. So Karen the alligator was caught on June 11th after a police chase. On to your article prior. And this is Lake County, Michigan. An alligator is rescued by police after a car chase Saturday. Lake County Sheriff's Office tried to pull over a car driven on US 10 by a 40-year-old Oak Park man around 11 p.m. on June 11th. The man was driving at a high rate of speed, police said. I know alligators can be fast, but not that fast. Especially not in a motor vehicle. Ugh. Don't have to be exclusively trained one nor for that to happen, if possible. But anyway. The driver fled the traffic stop and was pursued by deputies and law enforcement with Michigan Department of Natural Resources. The chase ended when the car got stuck between two trees and the rails to the trails path near South Putnam Road in Weber Township, police said. Karen the alligator. I'm sorry. That still cracks me up. I've read this ahead and it still cracks me up. Karen the alligator was a passenger in the car and tried to flee, police said, and was caught after a short scuffle. Karen's not facing any charges at this time. There's a lot of them don't. Damn. We believe she was an unwilling participant during the incident, nor do we believe she was ever in control of the vehicle. The Oak Park man was arrested and is facing charges related to the chase. He also has several warrants for another jurisdiction, police said. I bet he also blamed the gator for that. Bet, not blamed. Once again, I wish I had bingo on there, but I don't have enough takers yet. There's actual video of the footage of this, but I'm not gonna show that. I have high bets that was the guy, not the alligator. That poor fellow's just unfortunate. Imagine being that unfortunate. Just an alligator, mind your own business, and then for absolutely every crime that your owner committed, you know what they do? They blame you for it. Yeah. That's it for those shenanigans. We have even dumber. We have even dumber from the animal kingdom. First off, a break from the animal kingdom and back to humankind. And yeah, it's not doing too well. I know I am a humanoid. Most rare rabbits are humanoids. Unless they turn or something. It does depend on the turn. Can turn at will due to my gems. But when those are off on a night like this, I would not look like this. Definitely not. I would look far more ferocious than you'd imagine. Now, in the case of humankind, there is definitely a case of insanity if I hadn't seen it. This is another candidate for the main asylum here. Personally, can't get too tired of buying clothes unless you know you definitely have way too much in your roster. Some do give them away. Others hand them down to other people, especially in their family. But this guy, he took this to levels no one should take. I don't care if you're that poor, I don't care if you're a homeless bum on the street. You just don't do this. Even worse, there was someone that helped him with this. I'll elaborate on that even further once we get to this. So, a man had shoes tattooed onto his feet because he was tired of paying for new ones. Oh, man. If I were the tattoo artist, I would have definitely said, hey, this is a very bad idea. In fact, this is the worst idea I've had since the last person that wanted a kanji for asshole on their arm. You don't want that. But yeah. Yeah, stupidity is as stupidity does. A man told his tattoo artist he was tired of paying for new shoes, so he had him permanently ink his favorite Nike trans onto his feet as a conversation starter. Well, that would definitely start a lot. It would definitely still be kicked off a few stores for breaking the no shirt, no shoes, no service rule. They're not that dumb. No one's that dumb. Well, except him. Him and a bunch of other people I've already covered. Man was tired of paying to replace his worn out shoes and decided to leave his favorite part of Nike trans tattooed on his feet. Tattoo artist Dean Gunther, age 34, uses incredible art skills to draw a design of the trainers onto the man's feet before making the permanent, creating a strange but impressive illusion. Dean was originally from Belleville in South Africa, but moved to UK 5 years ago. Recently went viral into tattooing a realistic six-pack onto a man's stomach, but his latest project is even more bizarre. Just don't do none of this. Instead of his creation, I want to create the illusion that the person is wearing shoes. Even though he's barefoot. It'll definitely make you look twice. It would if it weren't for the end parts. It definitely would if it weren't for the end parts of his feet. Dean set up his own tattoo studio in Brer, Manchester called DG Tattoo Art, found the trans design his customer liked best. Viewing the image in 360 degrees into the design onto the client's foot freehand. Appears took Dean about 2 hours to draw another 8 hours of tattoo onto both feet. Yeah, drawing a tattoo on my free hand was the most challenging part. I had to make sure everything flowed with the contours of the body. Since would not work in this case, so it's all freehand. Once I was on, the tattooing went straightforward. I have a question in mind as I go along with this. How much did that dude pay him? These better been fat stacks that he had to pay in order for him to pull this dumb crap. He was tired of paying for shoes, so he decided he'll get his favorite pair of Nikes tattooed on him, and he can see the funniest side to it. Definitely a great conversation starter. His wife loves it too. Oh, wow. Whoa! Whoa, that explains a lot about his wife. And him. Also, yeah, I am gonna mark it as an SFW anyway. Anyway, in case of some stories. But in case it does by the algorithm. No, don't worry, this is not for fetish purposes, not whatsoever. Especially nothing like this. Not into this sort of thing, to tell you the truth. Save for a few scenarios. The artist shared his creation on TikTok and Instagram. It racked up more than 2 million views, and can't just get another unique design. One person went, save a fortune on trainers, while another said, wow, brave man to do that with both feet. And a third post said, man, ass pumps, I love it. We are so doomed. We're so doomed. Dean recently won Best in Show at the Liverpool Tattoo Convention with an African-inspired tattoo that took him 3 days to complete. It was also giving fans a hint about what his next tattoo creation would be. The artist said to be creating one of the most emotional pieces he's ever attempted in hopes of raising awareness for cancer. Unquote. Why I applaud the artist for making this grind. Wherever he was paying for a new pair of shoes was definitely far better. Far better than this dumb stunt. This is gonna follow you for the rest of your life. Not just the fake shoes at hand, but everything else that comes after it. I think I'm gonna get disowned after this. If I were gonna get disowned, it definitely would not be for this. Then again, what do I know about being disowned? I'm just a mental asylum patient. I'm still classed as a mental asylum patient. I just do tech support for the staff too. Ugh. I really need to go outside. Why does chat look wonky there? Sorry. I'm gonna fix that later. I seriously don't see why. Literally anyone else would get totally disowned for this. And worse. But we're not done with the... Unfortunately, we're not done yet. This was up there, but it's not my dumbest article. This is one of the dumbest I've ever covered, but not the dumbest one of here. That belongs to a pair of scenarios. Also, watch this one and also watch this one and end up being being automatically marked as NSFW. Unlike the exact opposite with my Peach Beach Splash playthrough. I had to mark those, and the exact opposite happened with Susan. A lot of times Susan was airing something completely innocent. They didn't say nothing too nasty. Susan's like, hey, I'm still gonna mark that as NSFW. So my playthrough, on the other hand, hey, that one's safe. You can safely put this here. I'm picking that off. Yeah, that was also a time where I thought I forgot. Obviously, I thought I forgot to unmark those. I forgot to mark those, but it turns out I marked them before. But Susan unmarked them instead. That was quite the trip. Also, that playthrough is still quite fun. But we're gonna have to check back in on the animal kingdom. Yeah, and this scenario, man, you're gonna definitely start wondering here. So, an elephant trampled a woman to death, then attacked her corpse at her funeral. I'm gonna save my one question for after I cover this entire thing. So, a 70-year-old woman in India was trampled to death by an elephant, and her corpse was then bizarrely attacked by the same beast at her funeral. Wait, the same beast? Police said Maya Murumi had been fetching water from a well in the eastern Indian state of Odisha on Thursday when an elephant came barreling toward her, according to Print India. The tusked pachyderm had apparently escaped from the Dharma Wildlife Sanctuary, which is located in a neighboring site. The elephant then trampled a woman who ultimately died of her injuries at a nearby hospital, police told the outlet on Saturday. Muruma's family was then performing her last rites before lighting the funeral pyre when the same elephant allegedly returned and grabbed her body, then threw the corpse in the air and then ran away, the local outlet reported. Apparently the family was able to continue the ceremony and the elephant did not return. And sounds like from this point he wasn't captured. Wow. My one question out of this: the fuck did she do to make this elephant bad enough to kill her not once but twice? This guy basically killed her twice. She had to have done something extremely abhorrent in order for this to happen. But that question is left to be unsolved as long as that guy is still roaming around. Yeah, this is exactly why I don't mess with raging elephants. Those will be your end. No, not outside. Back to my room. If you're wondering hiccup with my mouth, I just facepalmed on this. I'm not at the dumbest part yet. This reminds me of one other thing. For Grand Order, I would have wrongfully named this thing Jinako if Jinako did spook me. Hey, back there. I remember, yeah, that was too... Looking back at that moment, I said, yeah, that was too early. I celebrate too early. Yeah, I celebrate way too early at first, but then the other animation happened. Thankfully, it was that case where this would have been my saltiest moment ever recorded. There would have been a wave of salt. That would have that on the bright side, I thankfully did the fighting after summoning. Because no way I would let out that much salt. No way I would let out that much salt without fighting anything. Thankfully, that elephant was spared that. That guy was off his trunks. No, he has one trunk. He was not only off his trunk was in a twist. All right. Now then. I say, I'm gonna save the two dumbest for a bit later, because while this net scenario is super dumb, it's not as dumb as some others. I have covered some extremely ridiculous drama scenarios before. In order for me to cover them, they had to have been that dumb. Yes, this does remind me of my affiliate. We're still currently on break. I'm still doing something for them in case of our return. But this scenario was really polarizing enough. It was dumb enough and polarizing enough for here. So what video game related disaster would be bad enough to end up here? Well, all over someone that was doing nothing wrong. Now then. So there is a tournament called Climax tonight, and they banned a player who shared a meme of appreciation of Loli fighting game characters. And those were his favorite. Those are his favorite just because, come on. What's more awesome than a little girl turned out to be a mercenary and beating monsters' asses? So Climax tonight, a community fighting game tournament series centered on titles by a developer French band, recently banned player from attending due to his public declaration. He is a fan of characters who fit in the Loli character archetype. Which is basically the petite body type. The series of events which have led up to a reactionary decision began on June 13th when adding their voice to copy of those who recently declared the existence of such characters. The nothing short of istophilia Twitter user Argonos declared. Anime fan gave stop waiting on Loli of big characters in the roster challenge impossible. Yeah, no, it's not Esthethilia. It never was. A lot of them fall into our archetype, but they're mainly fictional characters anyways. No real person will end up looking like that. Also, back in the thoughts on this, they're also how the little league characters happen. Last little league character I've seen was My Hero Academia. Yeah. And she can kiss her wounds and they'll instantly heal. That's the character I'm alluding to. So, jumping into the main piece of this disaster, find themselves the TARDIS Raric, Luminar, otherwise known as Lunar, who is also an Apostle Null main for Multi-Blood. A spot with the cover art for Street Fighter 5 Tekken 2, King of Fighters 15, and Mortal Kombat 11 below. Look, if you're upset about anime fighting characters having anime characters, here's all time so you can stop shutting up discussions with your useless input. Please leave, it's time. You will not be missed. Rightfully so. Definitely rightfully so. In fact, that there's an Otaku character in Tekken 7. Lucky Chloe's still there. And those same lot were mad about her. So they best stay out there too. Hell, stay off this hobby in general. Before any further engagements with the debate for the next 2 days, Lunar eventually returned the topic on June 15th. Sherman Ring, shout out to all the Lulis and fighting game characters. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. Feature managers of White Len from Multiplet, Patrolli Knowledge, Toho Hisotenso, Taikai Kaisa from Tolaida via Dengeki Bunko, Sad from Sainai no Uta from the Nitro Blasters Heroines, Kagosto of Grand Blue Fantasy versus Enchantment from the Dungeon Fighter Online, Blazebee's Rachel Alucard, the Apostle Null, especially. That's his main. And that's everyone listed. He has certain live recent characters, his character archetype is still great. I fully agree with him. It's also one of my favorite genders. But of course, dumbasses going crazy over this. Unsurprisingly, Luna's meme soon sparked its own discourse. Supporters laughed at the meme and sharing their own favorite load characters. And directed a positively hurting baseless Esthethilia allegations at those they disagreed with. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this article has a lot of bad a lot of dumb allegations, but this one's one of the dumbest ones. Back open your show cheese pizza that y'all on get okay, like still crazy to me. Yeah, no, it ain't. None of that is cheese pizza. Or everyone would have been yeah, that game tournament holds some of those games. That were it, then they would have been in trouble. But no. Skip ahead of tomfoolery. Eventually, these accusations complaints caught the attention of Climax and Knight's management, who on June 18th announced that Luna would be indefinitely banned from all their events. Ugh. Dumbasses, what did I tell you? Due to continuous posting of harmful content, defense of the content to a point of harassment amongst other community members, The council decided to ban Lunar from all future Climax events indefinitely. Claire Management's statement issued the Climax and I official Twitter account. And here's the thing. Lunar was being harassed. Lunar was being harassed by likes of that guy and a bunch of other dumbasses. Not him harassing everyone else. All I do is share a harmless meme, which also features his favorite character. Nothing else. Apparently, actual real life living beings, they're in serious trouble, and yet you're still trying to mess with fiction. You're still trying to police fiction. No, thank you. Despite this decision, frustrated Lunar sarcastically said, "Yeah, let's side with people that are innocent, clearly not harassing people." This precedent is so fucked up, he added, sharing a set of screenshots where other Twitter users can be seen accusing him of being a child predator. Banning someone on the grounds of being inflammatory is one thing, but lying, saying, glorifying, and admiring harassing people is totally false. Yeah, he's right. All he did was share memes involving his favorite archetype. Ugh. Still, the metric fucked him up in harassment for the past 2 years, but for some reason, none of those people had a scandalous paragraph about them from the con Twitter Lunar. I'm banned for leaving, shouldn't get called in this stuff for like an anime. Let me make this clear, he pointed out. I deeply respected the tournament organizer there. I told that Nobu happy birthday last night. He was there for me last year. But I can't respect this paragraph of garbage. It was a decision made to police the hateful mob that won't even show up to Climax. Fully agree, those types of people that are whining about this sort of thing, they never attend these sort of events. They're just there to censor stuff for their own win. That's why you gotta block him and kick him out if you have to. So, 4 people told you I'm a problem for not condoning the ostracism of people like an anime, Lunar asked. How about 400 people telling you that you fuck kids despite the fact that nothing would disgust you more than the thought of touching a child? Folks don't know me like that. And drawing his threat to a close, Lunar linked to document out lasting hopes things didn't come to this. It's long and very emotionally charged, he said, but it's coming from a person sick of getting harassed over nothing. The document itself, Lunar elaborates on and explains his side of the situation, and from a 2020 wherein fall melty blood accused him of being a predator. The following day, Shinobi himself will respond to Lunar's claims with his own lengthy Twitter thread, therein recounting his friendly history with the player, and certainly the public that he was not banned for his enjoyment of Loli, but rather an ongoing pattern of supposed harassment. And 1 year later, I've received a couple notices that he was getting banned from various discords for not obeying the rules at Shinobi. I approached him and and he was beginning to defend himself fiercely. So as long as he respected mine and other people's rules, he would be safe. But here's the question. Why did you attack him then? Why did you attack him over a harmless meme here? Why didn't you blacklist those games that had those characters? All of them basically feature them. All of them what you have anyway. As always, is guys like them that have a problem with little girls beating their ass. He continued. Wait, never mind. I actually wanted to skip ahead to this part here. Sorry. The only thing I wanted him was to stop doing was testing other people's boundaries and patience with him, Shinobi affirmed, including my own. Being like whatever, he's his own man. Just don't look crazy and lash out when people out were saying they don't and try and make peace with you. Once again, why did you harass him in the first place? This is more on you and not him. Shinobi further stated the amount of people that went up to Luna and asked him to chill are numerous. I have witnesses. This not, yeah. And he didn't show them. Goes to show you he was in the wrong here then. So the ongoing issue is continue to play it down and do what he always does. Because once again, he wasn't the one harassing that people. You were. You and a bunch of other people were. Yeah, he somehow got banned for this. No. Yeah, he somehow got banned. All for showing his love of his favorite archetype. So that's pretty much the end of this article. So once again, my stance here. Yeah, this is extremely dumb. This is extremely dumb on Shinobi and the harasser's part. Not on Lunar. Lunar's perfectly fine. He did nothing wrong. No, this one. No. Main thing here. He seriously did nothing wrong. Deserved none of the backlash that he got. But I bet the tournament's come and gone, but personally, he didn't need them. He didn't need none of them. And as of checking him out, on him recently, he's thankfully doing fine. Lunar's thankfully doing fine. He's thankfully doing fine. Unlike some of the others, which I bet for now would have gotten exposed for doing actual dumb crap or actual abhorrent behavior. Not him. Not Lunar, however. He just enjoyed little girls beating ass and nothing else. But shocking to hear the rest of the fine game community that tends to have a problem with that. Ugh, shocking indeed. Well, that was a scenario and a half. And I bet all the people who actually reported him definitely got in prison instead for wasting their time. Because that's actually what happens if you do that. Trust me on that. And on that note, when I do get around with buying multi-blood, I'm definitely gonna test out a bunch of characters, especially both Knowles and Saber. That's gonna be very fun. I also love Destruction, so I'll lead towards like an Dead Apostle Null more. Some of her moves are pretty blood-soaked. But enough on that. We got even more gross than this. We got far more growth than this, trust me. Which is also, now we're on par of the main event. Which, yeah, I'm definitely good. Yeah, if I hadn't already, I'm definitely gonna mark this stream as NSFW. So I have heard a lot about the shenanigans of the militaries. I love listening to totally dumb and totally funny scenarios about them. As I do with as I do with so many other forces. I love hearing about anything extremely ridiculous that happens with them. But this one this one got these poor guys in some big trouble. Despite there being no harm, no foul at all for that. So what's this scenario, you ask? I don't like those side articles, so Chad, I'm gonna have to ask your help again. I gotta pull you down. Yeah, it's not nothing censor worthy. I just don't like that sidebar. You'll see when you see, but I do not like that sidebar. So, what sort of troops got in trouble this time? It was an army, your regular conventional army. There were paratroopers. They're gonna do with the case, but that's not happening anytime soon because turns out someone couldn't cover their tracks upon leaving a lasting memory. So Paratroopers orgy videos saw their deployment being canceled. General Sir Patrick Saracens temporarily lost trust in the 3rd Battalion. Because someone did not cover their tracks. Thought that cyber leaking, so here you go. So the new head of the British Army has cancelled a parachute regiment and battalion's deployment to Bosnia and Kosovo following the release of a video seemingly showing paratroopers participating in an orgy at a military base. Lieutenant General Andrew Harrison, the colonel commander of the Paris, wrote in a letter that the General Sir Patrick Sanders temporarily lost trust in the 3rd Battalion. This afternoon, the Chief of General Staff, CGS, and General Sir Patrick Sanders took the decision to remove three paratroopers off the roster to deploy to Kosovo this summer. They must have been behind it then. They and the hub of that penis salad must have been at then. Three para has extraordinarily operational reputation for the server in our nation. Every member of it would be devastated by a lost opportunity to serve on operations once again in the Balkans. CGS's decision was based on recent disciplinary incidents on the exercise force response and Melville Barracks to the latter, which have been in public domain over the last few years. Sorry. These things were that ridiculous. To reflect on where and when they're required of just behaviors and culture that undermines the reputation and operational effectiveness at exceptional battalion. Skipping ahead. Deployment, which was to begin in September, We'll have seen some 300 service members in the Balkans, but Sir Patrick on his own lair obtained by a telegraph. The alleged behavior in the orgy video had found to be consensual and Royal Military Police established no crime was committed. Oh, good. As always. Thankfully, that means none of the devil worshippers from that one time they tried to get a school club were there. That would cause serious problems, not just for themselves, but for everyone else. Rules are strict in those cases, and you know those lot would break them. That's why I don't deal with devil worshippers, everyone. Nonetheless, he said still unacceptable, corrosive, and detrimental the army's reputation could also be constituted to denigrate women. Everyone's degrading themselves, don't worry. That whole scenario is equal opportunity. I know that, but the battalion will respond quickly and restore the reputation they deserve. He added. Not that you had one to begin with. Message to the army is clear. Our license to operate is found, trust and confidence, and we must hold ourselves to our highest standards. Then he took over from Sir Patrick took over from General Sir Mark Clinton Smith on Monday as of writing this. Just 5 days after the Armed Forces Minister was forced to apologize over the orgy clip. Yeah, you know he had fun back there. Soundtrack, he was sorry and embarrassed he condemned the video as disgraceful. Unquote. Thankfully, this was a no harm, no foul situation, but being rolled up, especially for junk like this, always sucks. It always sucks indeed, and not the good kind. This makes me this dumb scenario makes me wish I had hand tracking right now so I can replicate Terrence Spout. Because that was what was going on back there. That was exactly what was going on. But the group shenanigans don't end here. Group shenanigans definitely won't end here. I'm gonna need to take a drink. Because there's something dumber on the horizon. There's something dumber on the horizon. Give me a bit. back from hydration break. Checking live chat, and I prefer live chat over the other chat. The custom display, my pet peeve is that they only do top chat and not live chat. That sucks. That sucks and always suck. Cause now if Miss Luna Raptor here saying, man, people can be some dumbasses. Like, you're right. You're definitely right. Even dumber is that the dumb one won't get through now. There's a ton of words that YouTube... Yeah, this is streamed on YouTube, and there's a ton of words that YouTube doesn't like through a top chat. That's why I prefer live chat instead. Especially in case with more innocent words than otherwise. I've even seen someone's name get blacklisted. I've seen someone's name get blacklisted. She isn't around much anymore. But there was someone named Uto who apparently her name's also blacklisted from YouTube's annals. But the trip is you can call someone a puto and be fine. That'll make it through top chat. But not her name Uto, on the other hand. She did nothing wrong. Did nothing to deserve this. I wish her good luck on endeavors either way. But now we're on to something somehow far dumber. I'm gonna play detective for a bit. Because this scenario definitely put my cap on. Definitely made me put my cap on here. This is indeed another no harm, no foul situation. So no devil worshippers there. No devil worshippers there, Rast, thank goodness. But still, this is gonna definitely be facepalm worthy. Especially since the place at hand, they kinda need all the help they can get, but still. How did this even happen? And by this, I mean the arrest at hand. That's the dumb part of this. So the organizers of an orgy party with over 120 participants arrested in central Japan. Let's get into how this one ended up being dumber than the military one. So Teraki Tabuchi, age 54, Saiko Kaitola, age 51, from Chiba Prefecture, arrested by Shizuoka Prefecture Police on suspicion of assisting public indecency on Tuesday. Public indecency, even though this happened inside of an entrance. Tabuchi, a self-defense officer, and Kato, a nurse, organized the orgy party at Rendell Villa in Kosai, Shizuoka Prefecture, recruited individuals online under event Reiwa for year aka 2022 Hamakano Festival. The participation fee of the event was from June 11th to 12th was 10,000 yen, or approximately $74 per person. Well, the bank was literally worth their buck. Enough cheap shots. Police arrived at the event on Sunday after an anonymous report was sent to the National Police Agency. They found out 70 people were either sleeping or eating inside the villa. So, and my best guess is that was either a death cultist that hated creation rituals. It was one of the devil worshippers that got busted. Just some regular old Karen that decided to bust him. Out of spite. Multiple neighbors ended up busting him in case it ended up being a sardine can. Whoa, you can't get any louder than that. Or something else. So there were reportedly around 120, 130 men and women participants whose ages varied from those in their 20s to 50s. However, it was noted that there are more participants in their 40s and 50s. The organizers really have admitted the allegations against them. The organizers have reportedly admitted to the allegations against them. This is a MILF and DILF party, more likely, then. Moving on. In addition to organizers, the police arrested Toshima Kame, 52-year-old businesswoman, and Shizuka Sato, 34-year-old vocational student, for allegedly hugging each other while naked. Some other participants were also escorted by police cars. And there's no other report on where anyone else was arrested. A number of people were naked and tangled in a lodging facility and engaged in lewd acts, the police reportedly said. Since an orgy bar was held at the same time place last year as well. That was far from their first rodeo then. Yeah, that is it. Yeah, that's it for the historical. Now I know that's not the villa at hand, but if it is, my biggest hunch here was that the orgy leaked outside. Either leaked outside the building or leaked outside into the hall. And that's where they got in trouble for indecent exposure. Nothing else or anything. That is my best hunch here. Because other than that, it would make no other sense. No, sorry, yes. It would make no other sense. It would make no other sense to why they ended up having to shut that down. That 120 people is always loud. It'll always be loud as balls. And my other biggest trip from this... Let's go back to my room, baby. My other biggest trip of this same nation held far bigger. They held far bigger. It was actually in the Guinness Book of World Records. Oh, a 500 plus person orgy, and yeah, that was an AV studio that did that. Seriously, 500 plus people. I guess their other mistake was not having some AV studio cover their tracks. That's all I have from this dumb scenario. This is the most ridiculous one that I've seen, because I legit had to do some detective work with my brain. Because And no way it would make sense for them to, for that that shindig be shut down for indecent exposure, unless there are a few people leaked outside. That's my only other guess. But alas, there's something dumber than this. This is one of the dumbest. But there's something even dumber than this, if not at the same level of dumb. So, does anyone recall this January? I'm very serious. Does anyone recall this January? This January, there was an incident at Italy where some politicians ended up getting taken over by Tifa Locker and one other party. I sadly can't remember the other party's name. But Tifa Locker should definitely bear it all back there. It was Tifa Cloud and one other party member. I remember there were Genshin's Hill Trolls involved. It was that ridiculous. I'm covering more of that. Spoil that. I'm covering more of that for this year's 12 Days of Lunacy. Yeah, that is indeed lunacy. But we found someone that took a note from Tifa and that other party. Yes, they took a note from them, but where did he aim? No, where was he aimed? No. Pressing the wrong buttons. Asking once again, where was he aimed? Let's find out. So, Brazilian stripper erupted Peruvian president's on. More of the same. But I'm mainly going to be focusing on the disaster and nothing else. On June 15th, the video of a dancing stripper Brazilian erupted a virtual public hearing of Peruvian President Pedro Castillo's corruption investigation on Wednesday. That did not help his case. That definitely didn't help his case. In that case, they totally found him guilty then. Especially for letting that stripper bust in and take over. The unexpected content appeared as Rojas was outlining the reason why Castillo should be investigated. Hearing was being publicly broadcast on a judiciary branch television channel with the offending layer spread widely. And you've seen it. No, don't worry, all of him ain't there. But it's still... And no, my model does not have the Star Spangled Pants. It does not have the Star Spangled Pants that the thumbnail does. Yeah, it's a one quick job, but the job ain't that quick. Continuing forward, the Supreme Court judge is following a request to throw out the investigation into whether the president led to a corruption plot involving some transport and communication purposes currently in hiding. His legal defense is trying to prevent prosecutors from questioning him at a hearing scheduled for Friday when this happened. Then the video of Ricardo Menos appeared throughout the user account of Benji Esperanza, member of Castillo's defense team. to be suspicious here. That was on purpose then. That accomplice was on purpose then. Tonight was responsible for you since he was the victim of computer crime. That was either on pure accident or on purpose. Either way, this is funny as hell. It appeared abruptly giving me an impression that came from my account, which I reject. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, and I'm the King of England. First with the mighty King of England, let's go. The lawyer was filing a complaint when a judge and claimed that he showed his incident showed that the virtual system of the judiciary is vulnerable. And this was from vulnerable for someone's stupidity. And he couldn't hold in his distraction. And could not cover his tracks for his procrastination. That's enough from this. As of how old Ricardo's doing, he's actually perfectly fine. He's a family man now. There's hard evidence that he does threaten to sue you if you use the video. He does threaten to sue you if you use the video for certain shenanigans. Well, except for an edited video of that sort. That's definitely an edited video of that sort. Someone else, while I was promoting the Madhouse, someone else dealt with the full video. There was more shown than that should be shown. That's all I want to say. I know I turned an SFW off there, but that still happened. Man. I actually have the screenshot proving this. Yeah, I actually have the screenshot of his post proving this. Yes, that was from Fakebook. Fakebook of all things. Let's grab it right here. Yeah, that was a 2019 update. I check now, thankfully he's still fine. But this is a proof of him saying that, hey, if you can, unless that thing's edited at least. If you post that thing, I will sue. Not sure whether all those rumors started or why, but I'm doing great. I live in Fort Myers, Florida. My son is now 13 as of writing this in middle school, so I've been a busy dad. My son is an honor student in the gifted program. He excels in sports, playing soccer, basketball, and baseball. Shrink. He's also willing to be playing the saxophone in the band next year. I've been extremely busy with him doing some traveling. I can't post a message to stop all the emails about some memes that have been illegally made from some dance video I did on the redacted website. Yeah, I'm not sharing that. I don't want to get nuked. I always pay for that performance and sound release for that website only to use that material. Anyone using that imagery is using it unauthorized, for which legal procedures will take place to have them removed. Thank you all my fans who contacted me about this meme thing. However, it benefits me in no way. This is my official statement to clear up all speculation on my well-being. Thank you. By Ricardo Milos. Yeah, he was not proud of the memory. Yeah, he was only proud of it for that certain sign, nothing else. But still, that's good reason. That's good reason why to sue. Imagine still being in school and the entire campus found out you were the child of a stripper. You're not gonna hear, unless you start stripping yourself off, you're not gonna hear the end of that. I recommend no one to do that. I recommend no one at that point to do that. Of age or otherwise, hell no. But in case if you're of age, if you're gonna do that, go right ahead. I ain't stopping you. Just don't be surprised if I end up reviewing you on this very channel. Doing some dumb, seeing you do some dumb crap that you did. Also, the music he was dancing to was still bangs. Also, I've recently looked up. It was actually about the video game Dota and that artist still plays Dota after all these years. Talk about dedication. But this is the tomfoolery. We've covered all the tomfoolery here. We've covered all the tomfoolery here to cover something wholesome to sign us off. Yeah, don't worry, this isn't from Reddit this time. I've dealt with enough nastiness from there. And a lot of time I ended up visiting there was due to screenshots of people doing the dumbest crap. On top of this, this wasn't from social media, thankfully, in fact. It was about someone who thankfully had a thankfully safe journey and an otherwise concerning adventure. So what adventure was it, you ask? Well, the hamster on a balloon returned safely from stratosphere. The man flight eye. From Sapporo, Japan, a flying balloon carrying a hamster has been launched into the stratosphere to an altitude of 23 kilometers and returned safely. The Sapporo-based space venture said recently it aims to realize space travel using balloons. And one of the pets accidentally got out. That seriously could have been bad. Sets for first flight test with a mammal by KK Wada Giken. No affiliation with KK Slayer whatsoever. Appears to have given momentum to the manned flight experiment that the company aims to carry out within the year. Hamster was a cabin company had developed and lifted off with a balloon in Miyakojima, Okinawa Prefecture on June 9th. Oh yeah, there's the hamster at hand. He was cute. Balloon gained altitude at an average speed of 6.3 meters per second and reached 23 kilometers up at about an hour before it landed in the sea off Miyako Island and was recovered. The firm confirmed that by monitoring sensors during the test flight that were reinforced plastic cabin in a cylinder space 60 centimeters high and 50 centimeters in diameter keeps the internal levels of oxygen, temperature, and pressure almost the same as on the ground. Ah, thank goodness. That definitely would have been bad otherwise. The hamster's in good health, it said. Iwaka Gekken is planning to amend to testify to an altitude of 25 kilometers. People can feel outer space by seeing the curve of Earth clearly. We will continue to carry out experiments that people get on board and return safely, a spokesperson said, unquote. So yeah, that definitely sounded like the adventure. And this was from a balloon that was able to handle this stuff. Any old balloon, that poor guy with his demise would have been met. But still, thankfully he turned out safe. Hope it doesn't wander into any disastrous parts ever again. We're pouring a hamster that ended up being an astronaut. No way you would see that every day at all. Hopefully he's back on the wheel, and hopefully that wheel doesn't involve anything drastic. I also hope that wheel doesn't flee off and he ends up taking another ride. That would survive that would be another adventure within an adventure. But anyway, we've gone through everything. That is it. That's my dumbest finds for last month. Now, while this month currently is shockingly extremely dark in multiple terms, there's some stuff there that are still dumb that I'm laughing at today. I hope to share more with you. I hope to share more of these dumb finds with you because this is also very fun on my end. Just like the gacha shenanigans. The general video game shenanigans as well. I love doing those with you guys too. But that's it for everything. I hope everyone I don't blame you for taking a cold shower after having to see and hear all of that. Everyone, many thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe in case you want to see more. In case there are any bells rung, especially in the case of YouTube, please ring them if you do, because the subbots alone is almost as embarrassing as getting having to show up at work tomorrow and everyone's already heard of you being busted from some nasty orgy that got shut down earlier. Also, if you want to support me, there are tip jars in the description and my link tree. On that note, I have to be off. And don't worry, in a bit over an hour from this, I'm going to be playing Vampire Survivors. So until next time, be seeing ya. Yeah, as I've said before, I don't have the Star Spangled Spats installed. Would have been ridiculous if I did, but nope. I would have parried that otherwise. Will I be suited for the parody, I wonder? Good chances are I would. This is the one time where I'm glad I don't have leap motion. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you guys next time.